Right, welcome to Half Cutting Under Informed. Thanks for coming back and listening to us again. We are in the Piper Whiskey Lounge up the stairs of the Piper Whiskey Bar. Back again, Anton. First of all, thanks. I'm choking for this pint. It's actually went flat.
Cheers. Nice wee clover to tap it.
I know, that was quite good for him. Anyway, doing it a wee bit different today. We are trying to do a wee mixture of guests without guests. We are pals with whiskey experts and not. We thought, why don't we just do one of us two? Kind of do a wee update about what we've been doing and how we started, because I know a lot of people would have missed this. So, first, in fact, sorry, what are we drinking first?
We'll have a wee dram first, wet the whistle, tell you how it started, move on.
So
I got Balvenie on the left.
Balvenie on the left. Balvenie Caribbean cask, a lot of people have mentioned this. Well, hundreds of folk have mentioned this to me and said it's class. When I'm at whisky festivals, loads of people tell me it's what they're drinking all the time. But also it's a tenner a dram, as Anton just pointed out.
It's a 10 quid a pop, so.
Fingers crossed, man. I wish there was something you could do in between smelling these things, because there's always like a big long period of silence.
Giving it the full shebang for the camera, no?
Aye, one for
And pretend we know what we're talking about.
one for the purists. That's fucking lovely. I never even got what percentage that was. I think it'll be 40.
Let me check.
I go for it. So when we're at whisky festivals, everybody mentions that Caribbean cask.
I think even because it's Caribbean cask, is that a bit odds because of the rum? Because the rum comes to the Caribbean.
Aye,
so
no,
get
true.
hints of that.
I think rum comes from Aberdeen, mate. We make it in Aberdeen. For now, actually. Any joy?
Is it 14-year-old?
12, I think. 14 maybe, aye.
Right, it's got this much. Us tasting notes here, man. McGee, a wee test.
Don't.
Absolutely perfect.
I can feel my face going flushed already for that whisky.
I know you had a couple of whisky cocktails earlier.
Oh yeah, so we're actually doing we're going to do a beginner's whisky tasting. We've actually recorded an advert for this as well, but just while Anton's looking this up. So what we're going to do is, because people have mentioned it, people have said that they like whisky and they don't know how to start, don't know how to get their journey started, and to be honest, I kind of felt the same. The idea kind of cropped up with the whisky, with the podcast that we done last week with Gillian. She mentioned people should be doing like a beginner's whisky tasting, so that's what we're going to do. So we're going to host a few events across the city, one in Paisley, one in the West End, one in the East End. And we've got 3 cocktails coming up for it as well. So we've got a whisky sour, a whisky highball.
That one was a wee bit
one. A whisky old fashioned, aye. So I tried them today, they're lovely. This is why my face is red. Also because I'm fat and knackered, mostly.
Fat and knackered.
Fat and knackered, that could be the name of the podcast.
Fat and knackered.
Fat and knackered.
What percent do you think it is?
I'm going to go 45.
Oh, 43.
43.
Right.
I think that's what's the word for it? See like a mass production run, see when you go to 43% and 41, 40%.
Taste-wise, what do you think?
What much is a bottle? Let me try it again.
Try again, tell me what you think.
Definitely whiskey.
It's definitely alcohol. Get Amazon for a clear price, right? Fairness. 14-year-old, 68 quid. 12-year-old, 47 quid.
What were you drinking? 12?
Nah, 14, I think 68 quid a bottle.
It's alright.
It's nice.
That is nice, aye.
Bit of toffee, raisins, nutmeg, cream.
Right.
It's all stolen off the website.
Nutmeg? I've not had nutmeg. I still struggle with tasting notes. I think it's very smooth, 43%.
That's lovely.
Starting to get a bit of a burn now. What was the other thing we're going to talk about? I need to go back to the topics. I think the first one we're going to talk about is that Necropolis Spirits is expanding again.
Aye.
Rebecca, my girlfriend, is pregnant, so we are now expecting a child.
I was going to start clapping there for some reason, but congratulations, but I've already done all that.
Aye, you know,
that part.
aye, so...
Jason's going to be a dad, I'm going to be an uncle.
Aye, Junkle, a Funkle.
Funkle.
So due on the 30th of May 2026. So looking forward to
winning the Scottish Cup and then become the dad.
Mate, we'll know we'll be in a Scottish Cup final, tell you that for nothing.
This was filmed.
We could beat any team in Glasgow for saying that.
This was filmed just before the semi-final, so see where that lands.
We'll be in that. So I'm buzzing, man. we got the scan, we got an early scan at 8 weeks, all good. Seen the heartbeat too. Me and Rebecca were fucking celebrating, man. It was class. The nurses were pure laughing at us because we were pure shiting myself. You know what we were like? Pure gobshits, man. Gobshites. We just talk like fuck, but we were pure quiet in there. It was a heartbeat and they done it and it was relatively successful. Like, sound, she's like, all good. Measuring it 7 weeks and 6 days, which is normal. We went for a 12-week scan. It was still there, still beating away. Mate, they do a mad thing. Like, see if they can't get behind, because they measure the back of the wean seed, right? Like, it's something to do with, see if there's something wrong with it. They measure the size of the back of the baby's neck, but like she couldn't get into it. So she was like, right, lift your ass off the hingway and then shake your hips. So Rebecca was like shaking her hips. But then see when she puts the camera back down, the wean was fucking flying about everywhere.
And it's swimming in there?
Mate, it's mental. Albeit it's tiny, but it's still crazy to see. You can see its wee arms flying about and stuff.
Decent width for neck or whatever they're measuring?
I think it was fine, mate. She said you can see it straight away, but she just wanted to double check, but it was fine.
Do you know if it's going to be a boy or a girl yet? That might be NDA to know, but is it too early?
I don't know. I would love to. I think we'll find out, but every single one of our grandparents doesn't want to know. And I think that's just a regular thing with grandparents doing it. Would you want to know?
I think when it's my time, I will want to know. Am I painting the room green or am I painting it pink?
There's another hint to what the fucking is. Mate, we were in the hospital, right? And we were in the hospital and we went to get bloods taken to make sure, and Rebecca hates getting bloods taken, she pure faints.
I'm like that, man. I've not had my bloods taken in years.
You're in my house and shat yourself for a spider.
Aye, spiders and needles. I don't mind blood. I don't mind blood drawing the blood out. I get my missus to deal with spiders. But if she's not in, I will deal with it myself. But if there's somebody else there,
that's mad. Like, mate, see, to be fair, but that's 3 days in a row I've seen a spider in the flare and you called it.
But you've not to tell Rebecca.
And I can't tell Rebecca. And I know she doesn't watch us. She's not got the attention span for a podcast. So she won't watch this full thing. She'll just think we're talking shit.
Aye. Kay asked me today who's in the podcast now. It's been Jason, but I won't be tuning out that one. So I've listened to your shit for 20 years.
True. Well, that's a fair point. Like, I wouldn't listen to just us two either. But it's a good way to...
But you are listening, so thanks.
Aye, I know. Paul told us to stop putting ourselves down, didn't he?
Aye.
And it was more me, because I kept fucking slagging ourselves. Anyway, so buzzing, excited for May the 30th of April, sorry, no 30th of May.
It's a nice wee summertime, I like that.
Aye, mate.
Summertime, baby.
So 30th of April, we're all good for that. I'm happy, I'm buzzing. By Christmas the following year, we'll have 6 months. I don't know, do they walk by that point? Do they talk? Or are they still lying about?
Either speak or walk first, don't they, man? They're either a crawler or they're a speaker, generally. With all wins.
Is that a thing?
Usually, like, remember my cousins and that, my wee sister, they're either up moving about rapid or their speech is better faster.
What do you want? What would you want, a boy or a girl?
Well, I remember when I had my wee sister, not when I had her, when my dad and his wife had her. Calm. Aye, so it was clear. It must have been my dad having my wee sister. And we were like, is it a boy or a girl? And that was a surprise or not. I think my dad knew. And we all said, what a boy will take me to see it again. Seeing they're born, mate, couldn't give a monkeys. Like, honestly, it's just a family member. It's blood. You don't care. But ideally, you want a boy, man. I think with boys, A, because we're into football, and B, you feel like boys look after themselves. You don't even worry about them with wee guys and all that. They'll be just a wee guy, you know what I mean? You worry about his...
That's what all our pals are saying. And people I know just sing them Celtic Rangers songs in the middle of the night, just when they get up for the feeds. But I was pure dead set on a boy, and then it came to the stage where I was at, like, Rebecca's pals came here and one of her daughters was there and she was dead cute and playing moves and all that, and it was fucking class. I was like, do you know what, it doesn't really matter. Like, as long as they're sound, as long as they're fit and healthy. Well, even if they're not fit or healthy, like, they're still your child, so aye. Right guys, thanks for listening to the podcast. The reason we're actually doing this is because we're trying to sell our products that we've got. So we've got 3 single malt whiskies actually for sale. If you enjoy the podcast or if you're interested in kind of listening to them air, you can also buy the bottles direct from our website. There'll probably be in the links in the bio on TikTok and on Instagram.
And you have been to the scans and confirmed and seen it for real?
What do you mean? Aye, talking about it, gone into the next thing. Aye, so that Rebecca is actually pregnant, and if not, that lassie Tara, it was in the NHS doing the scan, she was some fucking actor.
Aye, she's that brown envelope.
So what we're talking about now is a girl from Airdrie doing a fake pregnancy, basically.
Aye, it's a bit of...
Mate, I was seeing, so what the story is the girl pretended to everyone. I think she had a fake bump on, done a baby shower.
She bought fake scans off the internet and all. She can buy that, which should be illegal to sell that.
Yeah,
she must have bought the Canon and all for the reveal.
Mate, I was thinking this, does that not usually get given to you? Like,
Yeah,
do you know
you usually get the scan off the doctor and then you give it to a company, you don't open it, but I was reading the comments, you can buy all that stuff fake, which is a bit immoral, putting fake baby scans in that.
Aye, but how do you know? Do you know what I mean? Like, nobody's actually licensed selling baby cannons, cannons, you know what I mean? That's fucking nuts. So the girl faked a pregnancy, got all the way through to the end of the pregnancy and without actually throwing the towel in and saying, listen lads, I was fucking actually bamming you up here. She's went through and said, and had the baby.
There was a high quality like fake doll that like moved and that and like made noises.
Fake folk were saying that this is actually a doll.
Is it a doll?
No, but like she was like, was she like slagging like the boy's mom for saying, oh, she's saying it's a doll or something?
It's why they ones. At what point do you?
When do you throw in that towel?
I know you die with a lie, but when at point you go, I'm really like fucked up here. Well, for whatever reason, she's wee bit mental unwell or whatever, and you go, I'm going to give up the jig. But if you're looking for a pram, our gran bought her £1,000 pram, so she may be selling that for a good price.
I'll £200 cash.
Aye.
Okay, I'll take that off your hands. I heard it was a good one. No, I think that's. I don't know whether that's fraud or mental illness.
I was at the chat and I was, what was it? Is that a jail thing? I was saying, it's like emotional damage, is what I would call it. People were
like, I feel sorry for the boy because the boy has went through probably a roller coaster, and for the sounds it sounds like it might not have been.
And now it's all our social media and all, man, and then he just probably wants to.
I do apologise for bringing it up and talking about it, but it's fucking hard naughty. Do you know what I mean?
That's all the talk of the town and talking. And
listen, if you didn't want it to come out it, you wouldn't have done it. You know what I mean? So I think the boy must be fucked. Hopefully he's got decent pals in about him.
He's probably life just turned upside down.
That is I've seen somebody say Netflix documentary about that.
Oh, 100%.
That would be good. I'd love to watch that. I'd like to see all the interviews for like people for Airdrie talking about that.
Aye.
On Netflix, that'd be fucking brilliant.
I hope it's a Netflix so it's high quality and it's not a BBC one. I'd still watch either, but you want Netflix, but Netflix, bit of money invested.
Put a bit of dough in, didn't they? I'd like to hear all the backstories and stuff like that, but they'll no doubt put it into a fucking 6-parter and you need to keep watching. Do you know what I mean?
Aye, just take a one.
Just a fucking half an hour episode. It'll do a couple of interviews, that'll be us. And then I think that lassie probably needs help and all, didn't she?
Aye, just the one bit, it's just everyone talks about it as like, it's because it's blew up. It's not in the old day when somebody done something dodgy, it was just word of mouth. Now it's the social media. You do something stupid, like whether it's in the tune or something like that, and somebody videos it, you're just on the internet for X amount of weeks.
I know, mate. I seen.
Just went to ground to swallow you up.
I seen something, a TikTok video, mate. The first one I seen was like 48,000 likes. No even views, just likes. And I was like, that's fucking mad. That's like the fullest Elliot Park here in that story.
Aye, no, that's
Ibrox, sorry.
Aye, that's just Ibrox. Right. Oh, that's just the likes, but not even the views.
I know, not even the views. Aye, that's. See, when you put it in that perspective, and obviously people watch it and watch it again, but when you put it in that perspective, that's fucking scary. That's like the fullest Elliot Park, full of Ibrox, full of Hampden all together, just going, you're a crackpot.
Aye. She did go on a Rangers bus because somebody worked to tell me that.
No comment.
No comment. We'll move on for that one.
Move on for that one. Again, that's actually a fucking good bit of timing because the next topic is the actual current state of affairs in Glasgow and football.
I presume if you've watched the podcast, you know what side of the city we live in and support.
Aye,
so I think either side of the city isn't good to know.
Oh, no, mate, I think.
But
so we're Celtic fans.
Two.
Rangers are fucked. Celtic are on the brink of doing what Rangers have just done.
Hard working, money paying season ticket
but at
holders.
least the Rangers board actually do something about it.
Aye. I think the problem is the new results aren't good, performances are even worse. But the board stuff and the Rangers debacle is just paper over the cracks with us. Masking tape over the cracks, whatever you want to call it.
I know, because that Michael Nicholson, they don't do anything quick. Like, actual anything quick. Nothing moves fast. They never. Do you remember when? And I know we got. Was it Ange after Brendan left to get Neil Lennon, or was it Neil after Neil Lennon left? Was it not like 3 or 4 months?
It was a while.
Before that point, like that's the same cunts. They're all the same.
It's the same as the signings in the transfer window. Everyone was left last minute. Kind of this one. You don't. They trust Brendan with a transfer window there, but we just got to keep him and suffer the performance for another transfer window. Mm-hmm. Then bring somebody in. Some of these days you come in ASAP.
I know, but again, nothing moves quick. You want rid of him, and you.
I was hoping that Forrest took him.
So was
I'd
that
have made it.
when you said that?
Everyone would have made it clean for us. They'd been forced to get somebody
What about Rangers appointing Danny Rowe?
after.
Is that his name, Danny?
Aye.
Danny Rowe.
Danny Rowe.
That's a fucking. Is that not just a copy and paste of Russell Martin? Except for worse. Like I'm not saying that as like I'm trying to slag them, but like if I was a Rangers fan, I'd be upset at that because that's what Russell Martin was. Was he not a promising young manager that wasn't really any good? But at least Russell Martin get promoted with Southampton.
Someday I was talking to something, they were saying the thing is with Stevie G, as much as his record isn't good, he'd have brought the fire back for him, like Stevie G's
Mate,
back.
I still
do you know what I mean?
think, imagine Barry Ferguson with 30 million to spend. That'd have been scary because they'd have signed Lauren Shankland and stuff like that. Like they would have made good signings.
That's what they needed to.
They needed somebody
Staunch ex-player to come in and steady the ship.
They
Is that what we need? We need Lenny back?
No, don't say that, mate. Don't. I will. Mate, you already know I'm on the brink of getting up my ticket because they've put that wee barrier in and I can't come in and hang about with all my pals now. Oh, for reference, at Celtic Park, all my pals sit in one wee bit and I sit in another bit.
For
and
context,
I can't get through
it's the section next to you. We're 113, you're 112.
110.
110.
And I can't walk through a fence because I've not got the hang with, but that's every single person I know sits at that side of the fence, so I can't go and see anything.
It's a segregation, like we can't meet at half time, go outside, get a pie, a drink, whatever, wee bit of chat about
I know.
the first half.
Photos. Again, what about that? What about that hang with that night? We give it 2.5 Braga.
Aye, we never made the second half.
That was
to be fair.
I took a half bottle of vodka in with me.
Aye, we took a half day.
And I'm not condoning this, and I was fucked. Like, fucked. Would honestly say that's potentially life-changing with hangovers.
Aye, it was really rough the day after that, man. It was a tough gig. We were early half days at work. First European game after my dad passed. Aye. So it was me, you, our two mates, my dad's best mate, my uncle. So it was, and we were in Cholinos early, and it wasn't just the food, man. Bottles of wine were getting ordered. Pints
but it was
galore.
A good day, and
it was grand.
Your dad would have enjoyed it because there's been times where we ended up going to Cholinos and patching the football and going back to a flat, going back to my flat.
That was a dead rubber Europa League game.
I know, but then
if we don't win on Thursday, the Europa League's done. We're not going, no progressing.
What about Rangers? How are they getting on Europa League? Are they 0 points and all?
Similar story to us, I think.
And this isn't it'd be a great time to slag Rangers or vice versa, but both ways are shite and Hearts I get serious. After 9 points, could be 8 points above Celtic.
To make you mildly less angry, sad, whatever the emotion is, there's no Rangers win the league this season, it's most likely going to be Hearts. Is it just as fair if Rangers win the league?
I actually listened to Open Goal Derek McInnes interview. Mate, I thought it was quite good. I actually was like, I don't mind him. He was saying Tony Bloom had a vision for Hearts to win the league within 10 years.
10 weeks?
10 weeks, aye.
Nah.
But 10 weeks is...
It's got to be 10 months. It's got to be 10 months.
Like that's...
If they keep going the way they're going, and we stay the way we're going.
But as Celtic won't... I probably think Celtic still class it as a victory because we're doing better than Rangers. That's probably on their... They'll have a fucking whiteboard in that boardroom going, as long as we're doing better than Rangers.
So it always feels, as long as we're 10% ahead
so
of them.
this has turned into 20-minute Tims, innit?
Aye.
But
two's unhappy. Price season books went up this year and all.
Take a game off us.
50 quid for none. Mate, we've not had a free game in years. Just to get a...
No, Lawson always says it was a
you just get a friendly,
a
cup game, the first European game, then you get zilch. And stupidly be staying the home cup tickets game.
I know.
Never even get tickets for the semi-final. No, yeah.
I don't really mind it, to be honest. I don't think it's... I don't fancy being in Hampden. I think that could be a riot. Both sets of fans try to battle their own players.
We'll put it here the day this podcast.
As Dan Stars says, I think both of them will get beat.
Aye. I like that. To the point this is filmed, we get beaten in Europa League, it's probably done. If Hearts beat us, we're way behind. And then if we get beaten in the semi-final next weekend, but the Scottish Cup and you look on the Silverware, the League Cup, sorry.
That's too hard, isn't it?
So, see what happens.
But then again, that's all ifs and buts, but by the time
see the update in the next podcast. Or when this comes out, a couple of weeks' time.
We'll be doing it in fucking... Well, I don't know. I was going to say a Rangers pub, but I don't know any fucking Rangers pubs off the top of my head.
Got any more positive news? Recent events have been at?
Positive news, aye. So, this is actually kind of blending in quite well. My first... I don't know if cuts will be good after or not, because I say this, but...
Do you bleep that word out? We'll see you next Tuesday.
Paul? Nah.
Say that again?
Can you say cunt?
You can say cunt.
Ah,
Right, say what you want.
Thanks, Dad.
If you like us saying that word, you can also buy a bottle and fund our podcast.
Is that right if you say that? We done our first whiskey tasting. I done it, my first whiskey tasting, and it was during that storm, Amy, and I had to drive it to Helensburgh. You were busy, so I went
On
to West
holiday?
Hill. Oh, that's what I'm saying. I couldn't remember. Done my first tasting out in Helensburgh. The people, it was a guy called Stevie who was the organiser. I don't think he's the head of the whiskey club, but he was the guy who was running it on the night. Some buzz. I loved doing that. That was class. So, like, it was good to be invited along. We had 3 grams of ours, 3 grams of Paul for Glasshoe Spirits. Their peated stuff's unreal. The Ardnamurchan they've got is 5-year-old Ardnamurchan and
5-year-old?
only 5-year-old, mate. It's unreal.
You're starting to get any peated stuff for the 2s are.
Mate,
as time goes on, it's slowly keeping it into.
I bought a bottle of wee beastie, which is Ardbeg. I can't remember, fucking Ardmore, something like that. It's 5-year-old, it's peated as fuck, and that's going to be one of the drams that we're doing on our beginner's whiskey tasting. So that'll be in a cocktail as well with Iron Brew and what's the Japanese
Soju
thing.
So the Cranes or drink after work. Right, insert advert for.
Aye,
insert advert.
Insert advert. So that'll be part of it. So I had a couple of grams of that. It's actually really, really nice, and it's again quite heavy, very young, very cheap. I think it was maybe 30 quid, but it was really good. Like I don't know. I think I'm going back to the house tonight. My sister's over from New York. I had to load up the fireplace so that Rebecca could just throw a match into it and it would turn on, because she'll never figure that out.
What'd you do to turn it on? Flinging
I've got a fire starter, 5 hundreds of fire starters.
a twisted fire starter?
Aye, what did you? Have you finished? Where'd your ram go?
That one's gorgeous. That's done. Put a wee drop of wine in it. Love it. A wee drop, no.
So, I didn't even think about that. So, the smoke was coal in it, hundreds of kindling and 2 big logs. And I stay outside of Glasgow because it's illegal to burn logs in Glasgow. Do you know, see if somebody grasses
Only in
you?
Glasgow?
In cities, mate, you're Les, innit? Or Les. It's genuinely, that's what it is.
You see my face there, all that nonsense.
I don't know if they've got... How would they have... My point is, how would they know who's burning coal?
You can't burn a bit of coal, but people can kick about in private jets for our trips, know what I mean?
I bet nobody's gone private jet for Ibrox to Denniston, are they? Do you know what I mean? It's just...
I just meant in general with the whole ULEZ and all
Well,
that.
they've got dough. I would love to do that. Do you know, funnily enough, I was listening to the podcast with Gillian. She's like, right at the end, and I've got to stop drinking as much because I turn into a fucking idiot by the end of a podcast. Like, I pure slurring, I just repeat all my words and all that. And I'll probably do it again tonight, but...
Nah, nowhere near the level of the previous podcast that Gillian
No,
that was quite a booze heavy one.
That was quite a booze
Probably
heavy
tell
one.
by the end of it.
She gave us a few drams and all. I ended up watching that, and she's like, and there's at one point she goes, "Do I think you'll be millionaires?" No. I was like, oh,
Cheers for
bro.
that.
But I think me and you jumped in and went, no, I know either. She goes, "Do you think I'll be a millionaire?" No. And I was like, all right, fair enough, it's a fair point. Because we were talking about how much we'd like to run this pub.
And she said, that's always been a dream of mine's, yours,
We've
ours
said it before,
collectively,
aye.
is to run a boozer. I think
we
you
should
did
have-
it so well, man.
We should have took advantage of the bounce back loans during COVID, mate, and bought a pub. And then we'd be fucking in jail by now.
But so the price of electricity and gas, rent, the price of alcohol duty and all that type of stuff, everything increases, but still, we'd love to run a pub, bit of live music in. Have a wee bit of
whiskey pub,
bit of music bingo.
tunes.
Wee music quiz, man.
Aye, maybe aye.
Wee bit of food, but not an extensive menu.
Where would your ideal pub be? This is off topic here, but where would your ideal pub be? See if you made one. Because you've got to bear in mind that, like,
You've got to mind
if you're
that-
in the city centre, you're getting all hundreds of wallopers, but if you're in the West End, you're also getting hundreds of wallopers.
Well, if you get a
So the West
pub
End.
after George Square, the rent would be a fortune.
Aye, so that's
So
what I'm
no
saying.
there. But you are a bit of passing trade. East End, up and coming, I think. Bit of East End.
Funny enough, actually, the Crown Crichton on Duke Street is up for sale.
Is it, aye?
Do you know who I was last in there with? It was your dad. Remember when I carted out the Celtic Rangers game? Because I drank too much whiskey and I was steaming.
Aye.
And I left at half time and I thought we'd already won.
Oh, aye.
So that was the day I was in there. But that's a good pub. Like, it's big.
It's a sign.
And I kind of...
Is that the pub on match days you go in, if it's cold outside you go in, there's like, it's really
Steam.
warm, sweat down after work?
I think it's a family-run pub. It's like there's a few pubs in Duke Street. I think Duke Street would be a great place to have a pub.
Aye, definitely.
Especially pubs like that. I think that one...
It's like make it a Celtic pub, but no too Celtic, if you know what I mean.
No, I don't think you'd make it a Celtic pub, because...
No, I don't mean that, but just on my match day, it's clear, you're very welcome here.
Aye, well, true.
Now, would they make it
getting listed on Celtic.
The one thing I don't
podcast,
like about Duke Street, without naming names or places, you charge £6.95 a pint in that some places. I think it's your order.
I don't know, say a bad word about the pally.
But you've got, I never said that. Then you get the Snug, rolling at £3 a pint.
Mate,
10
Snug
glasses
is
in the fridge.
If Snug's class,
Somewhere-
the pints of Guinness are good
To
as well.
merge the Pally and the Snug together, that'd be my ideal bar.
Aye, I think so. And it done food and had tellies
Aye.
and tunes. Also, I'd like a, I don't know, a pub that had a downstairs bit or something.
Aye.
Do you know what I mean?
Like a wee bit of Blackfriars for like events.
Aye,
We DJ on that maybe sometimes.
aye. Underground, but in like a nice wee place. That would be my ideal pub.
What would you call the pub? If we had one.
I'd just call it the Bottle Merchant, just to annoy it, knacking on.
Is there no one's called the Bottle Merchants? Is that the name of an off licence?
We've seen the name too many times, mate.
Is that a bottle shop?
Right. Aye, the bottle jar store.
Just what's the name of the...
So I think I don't know.
The
mate.
Merchants Inn.
Nah, I don't think so.
Would you have it associated with Necropolis or /Merchant?
Aye, mate, I think so. I think you would, and I think that would, because we've always spoke about the Merchant Select and about the Deed Merchant stuff. If we had any money, I'd love to do like an overarching story that tied it all in together about who the Deed Merchant was, and we can make that up.
How many pool tables would you have?
None. I'd have a snooker table.
Can't have a snooker table in the bowser.
I wouldn't let any cunt at it. It would just be.
Oh, is it in the back?
It'd be like up
is it in
here.
the back room?
It'd be like up here.
How many public tables are there? It's got to be pool. British pool.
Two, maybe. I wouldn't go many further than two. I don't want it to be a pool table kind of place.
Aye, we still need them. Brings in money.
I think that would be my dream pub. Same way, much would it be for a game?
50p.
I just mate, see people charging £2.
50p.
Take card and all that.
50p.
Two pool tables you're having, some pool tourneys. But £2 for a game of pool.
I would have one of the machines you could go up and tap your card or your phone on it, and it would spit out like 550p's.
But like in
So people can play pool.
for the penny falls machine.
No, just that you got to pay your card and it spits out like coins. You get in like an arcade, like doing like Blackpool or something, it just spits out
Okay, that's
50p's.
what I'm talking. Aye, so a penny falls.
So people can play pool easily. They go, I've not got any change. Because it's a money making machine, the pool table, no?
I don't know what I'd call the pub.
What food would you want on the
I
menu?
think-
3 items.
I think the Pally do it well.
They do well.
The Pally's bang on. And this is a
Just
pub.
rip the full menu.
Maybe not up a full menu. Change it a wee bit. No, but I like, they've got tacos.
The tacos are nice.
Tacos are
Bit of
good.
tenders, wee burger.
The burgers
What
are
about
good.
wee cut of pies? No match day?
Aye. Don't like the no colours in a match day. I don't get that. It's right next to Celtic Park.
Aye, we're not in that.
I don't know if Ibrox probably they wouldn't. I think they'd probably say that in Paisley Road West. I don't think that would be a problem for them.
No.
But again, they're a really successful pub and I really like it. Big fan. I'm in all the time. I went in Sunday, go watch Celtic game, completely ruined my fucking Sunday.
I went out counting on
ruined it.
Sunday, so it made my day on Sunday
Did you?
feel better. Aye.
What'd you have on?
It was Tottenham, Villa, Man U, Liverpool, 2 games, 2 corners, each team each half, 91, £17 it.
How did, I was going to say how did the bet go and remember we had it on, I think I lost some money for that.
But when we played Braga?
Aye.
Aye, to get a bet in that day, you had to be a Braga fan.
I can't remember. I had to have common sense.
Nah.
Nah.
We shouldn't get beat half of them, they were nothing special either. Not to go back
Nah,
out
no.
deep football chat, but
I know.
you know. Right, try this one.
Yep, what
Do
we
you remember
got.
what this was?
This is a Glen Scotia. I just bought one for the house, but I seen it on the shelf and I thought,
Same
Aye.
one?
same one, double cask. And I says, as long as that's the cheapest one, she said that is definitely the cheapest one.
Aye, we get the cheapest one for this one and the definitely not the most expensive one.
This is
but
Campbelltown, right? So Campbelltown, I think, uses peat for quite a lot of their stuff.
smells a wee bit pay, but not too pay.
I don't know. I honestly don't know. This is a guess. We'll probably get slagged to fuck by people who know what they're talking about. Tips for you how much you open your mouth to drink that. Tips, you do that.
Ah, fish?
Aye. You're trying to get the full fucking glass in your mouth.
Okay. Maybe a bit self-aware now about how I drink my whiskey. What was saying, you might sniff it with your mouth open, but
Nice. I don't know, a tiny bit of peat. I'm not sure.
Quite nice. I like it. No toupee.
I don't know if it is. Like,
Well, maybe it's char, smoke, anything.
we're pretty shit at this, aren't we? I'm going to look that up because that's going to annoy me.
What? If it's peated?
Aye. This shows how bad we are at tasting whiskey. Double cask.
Most important thing is, but if you sip it and you enjoy it, that is what matters. That's the number one thing. Everything else is noise. You want me to guess the ppm?
No, I don't think there is.
I'll make his look
Because one of
stupid.
them's we're fucking stupid. We've never actually proclaimed to be any good at this. Oily mouthfeel, subtle smoke, polished wood. That might be why we're more wood polish. Don't know who's mild funk. This is the thing, I don't get that.
There's no funk to that.
I don't, well, obviously,
To me.
people, but you can't say what funk is. You couldn't say, you could be with eat our own sausage, go, there's a bit of funk in that.
It's got a bit of mild funk.
Do you know what I mean? Nah, I don't think there is. A bit of smoke, it says, but again, mate, it could be anything. I like it. It's an overall pleasant dram. What is the percentage? 46.
Let's go say 47.
See if you're going to lie about something, just say you were going to say it was 46. Say I was going to say that.
No, but that's how you know it wasn't a lie.
Alright, just try to make it sound a bit better. Nah, it was quite nice. I like it.
I think as we know, say talking about the smoke and the peat, so if the peat goes up but the smoke goes down, if you know what I mean.
I don't know if it's correlated anymore. Because
Right,
again, this is what I'm learning. So what I've kind of learned recently is that peat and smoke, and I know it was kind of different, but obviously when you find it, and do you know what it was? It was that alligator char cask of Dramlaw.
That was nice.
That
Is
was
that the one we
just
had at
smoke,
the
zero-
Newcastle event?
It was, aye. Again, actually, talking about that event, I want to make an apology. Somebody's come up to me and said I was talking about them on the podcast. I wasn't talking about them on the podcast. I was talking about the how the correlation between
Price.
price and taste doesn't really mean that much to me because I am not. I don't have as you can tell, I've not got a great palate. I just know what I like, and it turned out everything I was drinking from Dramlaw, which was under like 80 quid, was beautiful. And I tried a couple, and let's be honest, I never gave us loads because it is expensive stuff, and I did say don't waste this on me.
I think there comes a level, and it's the same way like wine, like champagne. You go over a certain price of a bottle, the value you get out of it. I mean, I was on holiday there when you were doing that tasting. We went to a wee Italian restaurant. A glass of wine was €2, right? House, red and white. We had each. Took the 40 each of the bottles, mate. It was gorgeous. €2. There was glasses on there that went up to like €20. Like, I don't get any. There's minimal percentage of my enjoyment out of a €20 glass than what I drank at €2, which is mad.
But again, I think that's what people need to kind of. Yeah, I don't know, mate. Do you think it's like once you get above like 95th percentile taste buds that you start going, this is incredible and worth it? Like, surely all the people we don't think that that's what it is.
If you had the money, then you would maybe buy a bottle at like £1,000 just to try it because you've got the excess money.
Well, that's the thing about pubs like this. Like, you can come in and try a dram at like 80 quid. 80 quid's not £1,000. Like, you don't need to buy a bottle without.
You ever see yourself spending 80 quid in a dram at the moment?
I make, because I'm a prick. Like,
At least you're honest.
Like, after free, if I've got 80 quid in the bank, I would probably try one. No, if it's like my last I wouldn't spend it on, I'm not like an alcoholic with it, but
I imagine you're an alky and you've spent your last 80 quid on one dram at 25ml. They may be 35s, but
instead of fucking 15 bottles of, probably got about 6 or 7 bottles of Frosty Jacks now for the price of it.
oh aye, we're in Scotland, clearly.
Did you ever drink that?
Frosty Jacks?
I don't think we skipped past that stage. We were never that.
A friend of ours with initials PT quite enjoyed it. We had a big good dose of blackcurrant diluent juice in it. You like the Hauf
I remember that,
You can
actually.
steaming off £1.50 worth of alcohol isn't good for you. Wasn't a fan of 2 litres of Strongbow either.
Nah, I didn't
So
like
it's
that
been
either.
you weren't into
I
the
don't
cider
like
game.
Strongbow. I don't like cider because it makes me thirsty when I'm drinking.
Gives me bad heartburn because of the sugar. If it's the cheap cider, good stuff like the Cordlog or that Old Mount is really nice, that isn't it?
You're
getting old.
Old Moot, aye.
Old Mount. I got Old Mount. Old Mount.
Might be, aye.
Now you're getting old when the sugar of the cider gives you heartburn.
Sugar, I was complaining I had a come down for sugar.
It's the devil. No, the alcohol. It's good for you.
I mean, I got a blood test recently and I was freaking out, thinking all
Why
sorts
did you
of
get a blood test?
I ended up after that day, we went to the Celtic game and I was rough.
Did you go for, mate, up at Asda Rob Royston's, one of the big massive trucks, they give you a full body?
Like MOT?
Oh, a full shebang,
Can you leave yourself there for the day and then go back and get it later?
Nah, I don't know what happens, mate. But you're getting a proper, I think you get like an MRI, a CT, your blood's taken, you get the full shebang.
The NHS was offering man for 12-hour wait for it.
No, I think you need to pay for this. This is a money spell.
Is it?
It's a private company.
So I had that fucking dizzy turn after that, and I had a.
You're that hungover, you went to hospital?
No, when I was hungover, it was like like for a week after it, my chest was killing me, and I was like, I don't know. And do you know what it was? It was reading the back of the packet of that, the name of that medication I was going to take, and it said, "Don't take it if you get this." And that's make me sound like I'm going to just say it now. It's like ADHD medication, so I googled it, and it said, "Don't take it if you get a heart arrhythmia." And I was like, I'll just check. And I didn't know what a heart arrhythmia was, and I googled it, and then all the things it was doing, I had a sore chest and like fucking.
What's that? A regular heartbeat?
Like a regular heartbeat, aye. And you know why I was looking that up? Like some para about my heart, right? So I ended up googling it, went. And
that was your first mistake, Googling any sort of
so I didn't want to take this thing, which is basically a stimulant, and I didn't want to take it, and basically what we were saying was don't take it if you get a heart arrhythmia. Heart arrhythmia was like if you had get sudden bouts of thing, mate, and like that morning I'd woke up and my heart was racing, like as if I'd woke up and I was running, but it was weird, so I was like, that's not right, and Rebecca said there was some that like I was fucking like pure horrendously sweating when I was drunk, and I was like, fuck man, I bet I had a heart attack.
What did the boss say? The blood test say?
Sound, mate. I was freaking out. I think I was going to have to change my diet and stuff. My sugar levels are fine. My heart's.
There was a guy,
just an absolute panic. There's
a guy in my team at work. He had a hard week outside of work. I think he'd with his family and like some pets in the family and that. And he came to work, man. He was like, my heart's going to have well, mate. And I feel absolutely ill. So he's like, just go up the road, man. Went to the hospital. ECG scan, blood's taken that. Came in, went, you're in prime condition, mate. So as you were probably just a bit, maybe like anxious or something. You had a hard week or that. And I was like, you're absolutely fine, mate. Go back.
You feel bad, mate.
But it makes you feel better, not when a medical test says you're tip top.
I know. I think I just had the fear for that time. So I didn't want to say that, but fuck it, I've said it now. But I was just genuinely, Rebecca said you're in some nick, like it was a disgrace. And I was like, aye, that's fine, that's a warning sign. Like fucking sweating when you come in for a night out, like just pure bucket. And I was like, that doesn't sound good at all.
For the night that we were out?
For the night that we were out, mate.
The Braga game, we were out quite late, I feel.
It was a long day, but so that was kind of, I've spoke to an online coach since then, so I'm going to shift before, in fact, I might go on the Manjaro.
Don't you go on the Manjaro?
Well, I'm going to try and lose a lot of weight after this stag do. I've got a stag do for my brother-in-law's. I say because there's my brother-in-law, so Gemma and James get married last year, but they've got nobody reported to ICE, but it was to get a visa for America. So they were trying to get a visa for America, and they thought if they get married, it would have got them in quicker, and it did. And
if this reaches an ICE agent in America, that's a W for us. How far this podcast has travelled.
Mate, if this reaches Denniston, I'll be surprised.
Aye.
But
let's go a bit bigger than your hometown or home city.
I know.
I guess for the borders.
So they booked a wedding and stuff, and then Gemma and James were getting married anyway, and they had to get married and across the road at City Chambers, got married last year, and then a few months later they both got job offers to go to America, and then they went.
Class, huh?
And then mate, she's hearing the story, she's telling me it's fucking mad.
Shame for her.
It's so good, mate. It sounds amazing.
But there's some high.
So we're going away for his stag do.
Some highly dangerous activities happening on a stag do. Talks at a park run.
Park run, aye. The privates. I better not. I'm not saying anywhere. I know they'll not see it, but it's a danger. They're probably all going to be brand new. I think they are all brand new because I've spoke to hundreds of them. I spoke to them at the wedding stuff.
Stag do's a stag do, man.
Stag do's a stag do. We're going to see.
What time's your flight out? You on that nice 6 a.m. flight to Amsterdam?
9 a.m.
That's perfect.
So that's when you know you're starting to get older and you've kind of got a job that pays decent money because you can get on at 9 o'clock instead of the 5 o'clock.
Aye. It's never worth the fucking the 30 quid or the 40
and it's
quid.
Always fucking rammed at 6 o'clock in the morning.
It's just
always rammed.
It's seeing your sleeping pattern, you have to get up at 3 in the morning. It's a false start, I think.
So me and Danny are flying out. Danny's my stepdad, right? Me and Danny are flying out. And I said to him, So he came back to, they said they're staying in Vondel Park, right?
Nice.
And I was like,
Thought you were going to Rotterdam? No?
no,
Amsterdam?
so remember I booked in case Celtic were playing, because we were flying out the same day. So this coming Thursday, Sturm Graz. And I was like, if that, for whatever chance it gets, it's going to be Rotterdam, Feyenoord, I would like to.
You're always going to
And it's going to
Amsterdam?
be fucking 500 quid for a flight. So I was like, I'm always going that weekend. I'll
Perfect.
book it for then, and if it does work, it works. So I booked it, and it obviously didn't work. We've got fucking Sturm Graz at home, which I wouldn't want to go and see anyway. But they booked into Vondel Park, and Danny's like, oh, it's 350 quid for 4 nights. I was like, for fuck's sake, Danny, that's a joke. And that was 2 rooms.
Each or between you?
No, that was for 2 rooms. It was 175 quid each for 4 nights. And I was like, nah, I'm not paying that. Oh no, it was 750, 350 each, 700 quid for 2 days, for 2 rooms. And I slagged them.
Why don't you get a twin bed,
And I
twin
forgot-
room?
No, I forgot to fucking chase it up, and I waited an extra 3 weeks, and it's went up, and I'm 250 quid to share a room with him now. So I may as well just pay the extra £100 and get my own room for 4 days. Stupid, mate. It's just
Done
me.
now, it's just that, man, you're blinking, it'll be done.
Aye, mate, it'll be fine. It's just because we're going to. I've no spoke to him. By the time this comes out, we'll have been back for the thing with him, and he wouldn't listen to this anyway. But we've got that ticket for Gerd Jansen. Starts at 11 o'clock and finishes at 7 in the morning.
Perfect.
But I need to go back to that room, and he'll be in. Hopefully,
That'll
sorry,
be
Danny,
like-
but I hope
that'll-
to fuck you don't come to that.
That'll be like when we stayed back with Moz and Daz and that, man. You get in at that time in the morning, you're putting your key in nice and silent, taking one step up the stair, trying not to wake anybody up.
Except for your houses get more than one room in it, and
Aye.
the cunt's not sleeping in it.
Aye,
But
but he could have been out drinking all day, man. He'll be knocked out cold.
I know he'll be on that park run. He'll be knackered. So I look forward to it. It'll be good. I'm look forward to kind of the closer I'm getting to it now. In fact, what day is it? It's Tuesday.
Two sleeps.
2 sleeps. Aye.
Big class,
It'll be
man.
good,
Just
yeah.
getting away for every 3-4 days. Thanks for listening to the podcast. Look, if you're interested in starting your whiskey journey and you don't know where to start, we've been through from the start to the end, the snobbery and the intimidation of going to a whiskey event. We're actually doing beginners whiskey sessions across the city in Glasgow and soon further afield. So if you're interested, look at the link in the bio, get some tickets and come start your journey with us with no snobbery and no judgment.
I know we've got a busy end to the year with Acropolis Spirits, but there's a lot of events coming up. The diary's looking jam packed, so I'm a bit fucking.
What are you most excited about?
I like doing tastings, which I done that tasting, and everybody came up at the end and said it was brilliant.
Aye.
Well, no, I don't see everyone, but 4 out of 12, and all the 12 guys. No, there's more than 12. There's about 15, 20, and about 4 or 5 of them came up, but there was all guys there that were old.
Like A, and couldn't hear it, and they probably thought I'm no more than this wee guy.
And 100% they all did.
Must say it feels nice, but I'm most excited about the beginners whiskey tastings.
So man, I'm looking forward to doing
People
it.
that are closer in a time period where we are on the whiskey journey than what most people are in pubs and that. So as in starting them on their own journey. So as I'm
It's good, so I think getting folk, because I know we've spoken about this before, I genuinely was intimidated for the first 5 or 6 whiskey tastings I went to, and I thought it was, and I didn't like it, didn't want to ask questions, didn't want to look like an idiot. The whole point of these beginner whiskey tastings is just to ask the questions that you, because like I've asked them, I've thought them, I've been here, or I've not asked them, went to him and googled it. Just fucking ask us. We've bottled whiskey. We kind of know what the questions are. We're still asking stupid questions ourselves. We still can't pick out exactly what's in it, but we can explain what it is, and they want folk to keep trying it.
Keep trying it, keep coming to new ones, keep trying different distilleries, different areas, different bowls.
Aye, definitely. So recently I done the first whiskey tasting
Was that before or after Newcastle?
after.
Aye.
After. So we went to Newcastle. We went down on the Friday. Mm-hmm. Did we stay one night? One night, wasn't it? And we drove up the following night.
We'd done on Friday, had a nighttime session. We were both drinking.
drinking different things, not too much talking after it, tried plenty of different whiskies. And the better ones, there was that unfiltered one, feel like, I'm going to say crazy there, yeah, but crazy.
1974, what I say? Was it no? Oh no, shit, sorry, it wasn't, because that's a 26, that's a 52-year-old whiskey, it's no 52-year-old. It was something mental. It was unfiltered.
Aye.
Raw cask. It was beautiful. All of them are very smoky, but in there.
And then we went out of the tune, didn't we?
Yep.
So I
Certainly did. Gary from East City Whiskey Club.
took us to a nice wee, it was like a Japanese bar, so we tried some Japanese whiskey, a couple of pints of Sai, took us up the stair and there was that smoking bit, but it was all open plan with a DJ on. It was class. It was nice vibes.
It's also fucking buzzing, dude.
It was pissing down, that was for a young uni cunt, so
Aye, I know.
ended up too mad with it.
Aye.
Then we moved on. You don't go to what's that stuff that isn't whiskey, it's for America?
Bourbon.
A bourbon bar. There's meant to have live music on, there's no live music. Just had a couple of bourbons.
No whiskey, and we just kept googling whiskey. We know it ended up at a strip club because it was called whiskey, wasn't it?
Aye. Luckily we went on the Google Maps to see where to go and it said adult entertainment and all the photos were red lights.
In private rooms. Then you read the...
Disgusting that.
When you made the... Aye. And you, I'm not into that. When you read the blog, it was like, we will look after you and that type of stuff.
Aye, you know, so we never
I
went.
think you call that a whiskey bar. That's not what we're trying home, by the way, when we say we...
No, there's no red lights.
Then the next day, we bit rough.
I was actually alright, mate.
We bit rough.
How bad's it trying to get a scran in Newcastle?
Aye, it was. We went to, I'm not going to one place, too busy, one place, never had breakfast on. Then the place we did end up was a nice full English, it was top. Don't feel just because we were rough and starving. It was nice.
It was pretty pish, man. Hotel was good. Hotel was...
Like, the first time being in Newcastle and...
The people are sound, didn't they?
Just like people like us, everyone was walking distance, but you could still drive about the city if need be, and everyone was just sound. Just full of bars. None of that you, Les.
I know, it was good, I enjoyed it.
Saturday session was better.
I wish we got a train down. I was saying that, carting all the stuff. It would have been
Difference did
doable.
I made?
Because I stayed the Saturday night and get mad at it.
I stayed the Saturday anyway and drove the Sunday.
Nah, no, mate, I think 2 nights was a bit too far. I don't know why I've said that. I was probably the one that drove the fact that I wanted to go home on Saturday night.
Aye.
Saying that, you drove.
I wanted to go home. I'd rather take the hat and drive the Saturday night home to go to sleep in my own bed than stay the Sunday, drive home the Sunday, personally.
Driving home on a Sunday's brutal, innit?
That McDee's, the service station, don't know where that was. You know what I'm talking about? That the stop we made for McDonald's.
Mate, I can't remember.
One of the best McDonald's
On the
I've
way
had.
home?
Aye.
Oh, aye.
The top McDonald's, highly recommended.
I can't remember what it was, but I remember stopping for McDonald's, aye. It was good. We'd enjoy it. Everybody there was class. I accidentally hit a lassie with a "Do you even like whiskey?" which I've heard hundreds of folk complaining about. I didn't even mean it like that. It was the lassie Gary was working with, so I do want to apologise to that lassie. Apologies. I'm sorry I didn't mean it like that. It's cause me, Anton and Gary were fucking buzzing to go out. And she was...
I think it was with that.
She was sensible and didn't. And I was like, do you like whiskey? Do you want to come with us?
I think it's the word even. Do you even like whiskey?
Aye,
if it was
no,
do you
it
like,
felt-
but it's just a slip of the tongue.
It was a slip of the tongue. I didn't mean it like that. I just wanted to say, do you want to... Are you coming out? And because she said no. And to be fair, why the fuck would she want to hang about with us?
Hang about me, you guy.
Fucking absolute hopeless at this.
What's that, Newcastle? You done a tasting? When I was on holiday, I was done Murrayfield, the big boy.
Aye, that was amazing. That was really good. Aye, that was class. That was the best one I've done. That was the one that I went, fuck's sake, because people were taking pictures for a distance of us, like just going, that looks amazing. We designed them, and I've not brought any bottles tonight, but we designed our bottles to look like books. The side of the bottles look like books.
And you flash up a photo on
I
podcast? No, we're not in that. We're old school. I was getting you an Eden job in it.
Nah, no, not Paul. I still even me trying to find the photo to send them is too much.
But you designed them like...
We designed them like books. We designed them like books so you can see them from a side because people complained about shelf space. We designed them. So we finally bought a wee bookcase and we put books on. One of the books was Mr. Nice, the one you gave us, which is a
crying book.
I made a mistake. I said, no, I'm not going to even say it.
Say it?
No, I'm not going to say it.
Why come? Is it bad?
No. I said, because I didn't even think, I said, these books kind of represent kind of me. And I went from left to right and it was fucking Chasing the Dram, which was a...
Kama Sutra?
No, it was just like fucking just Get It Done. One of the books was called Get It Done. It was like a self-help book.
No procrastinating.
Never read it because I fucking didn't even get to the end of it. The other two were like...
That's also getting it done.
Two of them were just nice looking books that were Scottish fairy tales and I've not read one of them. And then the other one was Mr. Nice and they asked me, I says, these books represent my life, and they said, what is it? What's that book? And I was like, It's about a drug dealer.
That's
me actually.
That's the world's nicest cannabis smuggler in the world. Cracking book, cracking movie.
I know.
Book's the best bit.
Aye, but so folk kept taking pictures of it on a bookshelf, and I was buzzing with that. Everybody was genuinely buzzing to see it. Like they thought it was a great idea. So now it's kind of made me want to do like loads more releases, a bit smaller, maybe no 330. Do you know what I mean?
And the high double digits, if you know what I mean. 100 mark.
Aye, I think I would like to do a lot more smaller releases and more often. Again, we had a big problem over the summer. We know what it is now, and we don't really want to say it. We had bottles and we couldn't sell a lot, so we didn't want to sell a lot. So now we've managed to get it sorted, and we can now go to shops and stuff, which is going to be me going to like loads of pubs, shops, try to get stock listings.
Quite a few shops. There's been orders in for shops.
See if anyone genuinely knows anyone for a pub or a whiskey shop, going to stick a word in for us, because I would really appreciate it. You know that we're very interested in whiskey and we're trying to make some sales and we're trying to get more people to taste it. I'll do barrel top tastings in your pub, whatever. I just want to get people learning a bit about us. Like that is genuinely the point of what we're doing. We're trying to get folk to find out a wee bit more, enjoy whiskey, try our whiskey. And now we're in a position that we can actually go out and sell some whiskey. So with no fear of anything bad happening. So again, it would be great if you brought that up. But we're just going to now get more bottlings done. I might have volume 2 kind of relatively wrapped up. We could be in a position where we could do volume 2, get the cask. Well, we've purchased a cask. We're going to purchase another cask before the end of the year. So that would be good. I don't think we'll get it bottled before the end of the year, so it might be a summer, but a spring bottling for next year. But again, it'll be like 80 bottles. I'd like to do one. Ideally, I'd like to do one every month.
I'd like that.
I just like the variety. Like I'd like to just do tastings. I think we're kind of like stuck down with like, no stuck with them, but like because we're not getting to shops, and to be fair, considering what we've done, we've sold like half of them.
I think it's more like it's a lesson for us as, I was going to say young, but learning business owners in the whiskey industry. The first 3 casks were quite heavy, large in size, Do you know what I mean? Like, so you are sitting in a well, so you've not got that bit, but the good thing about us too is we can pivot to go, no what, next one was 80. Do you know what I mean? There's no red tape or having to run things by people. If you want to do something, it just gets done. This
kind of ADHD kind of bottling method works pretty well for us, I think. See, like, just doing a product for a certain amount of time, something we like, and changing it. I think that keeps it interesting for both of us and definitely other people.
I'd like to do something, let's say, touch wood.
Don't give away any secrets here.
Everything goes well, and we've got release 1 or volume 1, 2, 3. That when we get to volume 10, if somebody has all the bottles on the bookshelf, I'd love to do something for them. Does that make sense?
Aye, open up.
Because we do have loyal fans. Mate, kept bottles around for the first releases, kept whiskies unopened, and have them sitting.
I know where all 4 people who have bought all bottles of the whiskey are.
Is there only 4 of them?
From what I know, aye.
I've still got bottle 1.
Which is pretty shit, but it's not shit.
I've still got bottle 1 and bottle 2 of the rum in the house.
I know. We could potentially do a wee rebrand for that as well.
Could be a wee crowdfunding exercise. First bottle. But same with the rum, which was saying new people, family, dads, mates, friends that bought 2 bottles, want to drink, want to keep. Till it blows up one day.
Have we still got 1, 2 and 3 in your house?
1 and 2. We only ever kept 1 and 2.
Right, okay. Cool. Right, that's probably going to do is, out of the 2 drams which you have, what did you prefer? What's that? Drum roll?
That poor, aye. First one, the Caribbean cask. I think it links back to what I like. I'm a rum guy at heart. I'm in the whiskey world. I just thought it was so smooth. It was lovely. Did like number 2, but number 1 was my favourite.
I think I preferred Glen Scotia, second one. I done a course in here, I've said it a few times, and the lassie who sat in front of us worked for Glen Scotia. And I'd never tried it. I didn't even know it was for Campbelltown. But I loved it. It was class. I think I'm starting to get... See, when people say they prefer higher ABV or cask strength, I'm starting to kind of notice that I'm starting to like higher ABV stuff, which is a bit fucking
Dangerous.
Don't know if that's snobby, if I'm turning into a cunt. Might be, I don't know. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching the full podcast. We will be releasing one the aim of the game is to release one every week until Christmas. Maybe have a wee break. At Christmas, I definitely will have a wee break. Depends what's happening in the Pipe of Whiskey Bar. I think they might be opening because it'll be busy in December. We might need to stock up some episodes. But I thank you. What you can do for us is on YouTube, subscribe to the YouTube page. It's the Necropolis Spirits. The other thing you can do is if you're listening on Spotify, is go on to the ratings and give us a 5-star rating. It would really help. We're not on any fucking lists at the minute, but
Not yet.
people, well, you are on a watch list, but we could do, if you give us a 5-star rating, it would help us for getting shared with other people listening to podcasts. So, is that us, Anton, right?
I think that's us.
Right, cool. Thanks very much, guys. Cheers.
See you later.